Oh, babe, you won't finish. I'm literally, I've got 5 minutes. I haven't got time, babe. Alrighty, here we go for New York. Wasn't active this morning for London, so hopefully get some. Hey Russ, how are you, mate? So super quick analysis for this initial move from NYSE. It's in 45 seconds, so it's super tight for time. But I am just wondering if we're going to get a little reaction from this Asian low, or even in this little area just over here. So I think there's been liquidity picked up with this grab, so I'd like to trade away from that wick, but I think initial move, breaking these lows here, you might get a bit of a pullback, so there might be a trade opportunity, counter trend to this current move. So yeah, I kind of got my eye just to see if we get a lower time frame. So I'll just go to all time frames for right now, and then see if we can get like a little bit of a liquidity candle, something I can execute on. So this is NAS. This is the open right now. So seeing if we can pick up liquidity, even like in 1 minute. Liquidity candle from here. I think we can get like maybe a bit of a pullback, maybe 40 pips. Kind of looking like it's doing it now. Wasn't really here and early enough prepared to catch this. Let's see. Otherwise, we'll just let the dust settle down because we have to digest the CPI news But this is kind of the reaction I was looking for. Nice little move from here at the moment. About 20 pips. But it's important to wait for the candle to close. Okay, so the first 1 minute closed here down the bottom left over here. Not a rejection really though. Hasn't closed higher. So I'd like to see it just dig down a little bit deeper. Then I think that little counter trend move will be on offer. If it just moves up like this, then we didn't really get an opportunity. Next one to close is the 3 minute, bottom right. This one's going to close in a minute 20. Let's see how that one closes. Or is it going to keep pushing? We get the bias from lower. Some of these levels are old, so we get rid of them. Cool. I'd like it to push down lower. While it is pushing down, it gives me a bit of breathing time to try see what's going to happen. So next main level is going to be this New York 50% area, bit of structure across here. The 50% of it is right on 16,142. So that's our NY 50%. And we've got structure across here. But anywhere under here, if we're getting rejections, I think I'd give that a go for a bit of a counter trend push. NYSE, breaking the lows, trapping some early sellers, come back, get a better price, and then see that drop. We've got liquidity right here, no wick candle on the 5. So I think that's a sound idea to do an NY 50% pullback, and then maybe the bears can take control again. So 4 minutes looking alright. Oh, 1 minute, jeez. So moves so quick this 1 minute. That's a liquidity candle. But it's 1 minute time frame, that's the problem. Let's see if we can dig lower. Just be patient, wait for a candle to close in our favor. Then I'll give it a shot. I took the horns of the bull yesterday. That was a bit unfortunate. Trying to sell up in here, just couldn't quite time it, and then I missed the move. Let's see if we can make amends today. While this is still just breaking these lows, I'm just going to have a quick little peek at if there's any headlines, any news for this. CPI came in pretty flat. Yeah, it came in pretty flat. Just a little bit higher than expected. I think it was mainly used cars and rent, I believe. I think energy had a big drop. Thorsten, Samir, how you guys going?
Yeah, today I got good entries. I didn't trade German,
Yeah.
but gold I got mm, nice entries,
Awesome.
2, 3 nice entries. I took small.
Yeah.
I reduced my size.
Good one. Where are we at? We're at 80s again.
Um,
Alright, how's this going to
wait.
close? Ah, don't do it. 1 minute looks pretty tasty, this candle.
Yes.
It's in a buy zone. We are in like a little bit of danger, like under here. I thought it was going to be a buy zone for a bit of a retracement, but we also don't have a lot of traffic right here.
Mhm.
So we could very much just drop a little bit lower. Time is going to be critical. So there's a little bit of structure over here to the right. This previous New York high bounced off of it. I think we could get a little reaction. So if we get a liquidity candle, preferably 3 minute or above, reacting off this one, I'll take that. Hopefully to up to about 16,266. That could be an 80 pip move. Of course,
Wow. Yeah.
I'll secure along the way, just because it is a bit downtrend. Thoughts? All preparing for Christmas. Oh yeah, good one. Yeah, busy time, huh? Hopefully these New York sessions get a bit more busy. London's definitely more busy, but more often. We do more of these, and they'll start getting more popular again.
Uh, what is the reason we are thinking to go up?
Why?
Yes.
We haven't really had a decent correction yet, and NYSE just opened.
Oh,
So
yes,
it's unlikely
correct.
that they'll sell the low without having some sort of pullback.
Yes.
And they've taken the liquidity from underneath London, Asia, and then we're also getting close to this New York 50%. So
Yeah. Yeah.
there
It
could be an
makes
element
sense.
of profit taking as well ahead of FOMC tomorrow. So 3 minute closed. I wonder if I give this a shot. I think it might have a little bit more to drop, but I think it's worth a reduced risk entry. It's just, I'm gonna watch this a little bit longer, see what we're gonna do. Might actually be missing this one. So I'll see if it rejects this low again.
Okay.
If it can reject the low,
Yeah, that will be perfect entry.
yeah, and then grabbing this bull somewhere around here. So 5 minute close is a bit of a nothing candle. 4 minute close kind of weak bullish. 3 minutes still alright. Yeah, I think I might want to. It's going to go without me. Yeah, I think it's got a chance to go one more lower. I'm looking for a long initially.
Oh, was it? Okay. Okay.
So the only liquidity that's starting to creep in is 5 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, and 1 minute. It is getting close to a bit of a reversal, I think, but maybe just not yet.
Yesterday, we are looking for entry for sale, and after that small move, it went up again.
Yeah, the algos took over after, so it moved.
Yes.
Moved down 80 pips.
Yeah.
Then the algos just drove it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like it's gonna break lower. So I'm not in anything just yet. Yeah, come on. Just push down a little bit more. Good one. So now it's entering this side. This is another little bit of structure over here, which is entering into. Oh, hello Titian. Short US 500. Awesome, man. How's S&P looking? Nice one. Oh, where's this? Wall Street. Dow. Dow's giving a nice little candle. NAS hopefully to follow. I'd really like to see it just push into this little zone. If I get a liquidity candle from here,
yeah,
that means I can start putting my stop loss a little bit lower than the NY 50%. If I get a liquidity candle off this one, I'll give it a bit of a tighter stop loss. I'm still just waiting to see. There should be a reversal at some stage, and if not, then it'll be maybe a 4 p.m. London close trade.
Yeah, yesterday's on.
Yeah, 4 p.m. is pretty good for volume. Okay, 10 seconds left for this 3 minute candle. Still going to close bearish. So still nothing on the 3 minute for me. And still, we're grabbing liquidity, but it's just not. Got to wait for the sellers to start to exhaust themselves. Wait for buyers to start becoming a little bit more committed, or at least some profit taking from these sells. Because we know things don't move down just without pullbacks, unless you're German 40.
German 40 from last few weeks, no pullbacks.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Hey Rob, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good.
That's good.
Okay. So the 1 minutes are giving plenty of signals. I just don't trust them. Actually, nothing's on this yet. 1 minute or 2 minute. What else can we do? It is possible as well to get the old TRP. TRP, like trend reversal pattern, wherever it can eventually break the trend.
Yeah.
Create a little demand point. Price could retest it and continue higher, or at least to the opposing level. So I'd also be looking for that. I'm trying to get this point, but if we miss it and there is something that substantially breaks this trend line, then we can also look for this area for the retest. It just means you got to be super patient. And it could even dip lower than that, but this would be a buy zone if we miss that push. This is tricky trying to get this absolute pristine, like low entry. And it can be dangerous. You don't need to pick the low. But we've seen if you've got like your zones in place and you wait for the right price action, you've got a good chance at getting at least a good risk reward low. Hey Manny, how are you? Actually's in the house now. Hey buddy, how are you?
Good bro. How are you?
Yeah, good man. How was gold?
Got sell. Nice.
You got it? Yeah, good one. There was a we're at 1980s, aren't we? We went up to 96, did we? Yeah, 96.
Yeah, not able to get the entry at the top, but got entry here.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the CPI candle. Bloody hell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that CPI candle close pushed to the upside. So I even took the entry before the news, somewhere here.
Yeah.
I think go to the 15 minute. On 15
wow.
minute we have. Yeah, here.
This one and this one. There's your HCS, isn't it? These two.
Yes. Yeah, so I took the entry keeping stop loss here, but this one was taken out on the news before we wanna push to the upside.
For sure.
I was holding Maddie and I was watching it and I saw it just spike down like bloody CPI. It's often, last time it wasn't like this, but it usually is like just a double-sided rejection.
No, I mean the first move usually one direction.
Yeah.
But after that we may spike up, spike down. But let's see. I mean the hourly closed quite nicely, so that's why I took the entry.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, NAS is bounced, but I didn't get there was no way for me to enter.
Okay.
It's alright.
Did you find any kind of entry here, or your bias was just bullish today?
Oh, I've only just turned it on. I was Sarah had she had like a training webinar on, so I was looking after Maddie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually. There's nowhere all. Haven't seen it. I didn't. Well, I was hoping it was going to bounce off one of these levels, and hopefully it was going to give us an entry. But this is a case of price setting up, but not giving you an entry. That's all right. There's going to be more. I do like to get this liquidity grab entry, but we're still, we're not out of. It hasn't really broken structure yet.
Yeah, also generating liquidity, trend line liquidity now on 1 minute.
On 1 minute as well.
Yeah.
Oh, like this. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a good chance that this could, if it doesn't sweep the highs, it could still come back to these lows. So if it comes back to these lows again and gives a liquidity candle from here or here, then it makes that case for those buys even better. Just got to be patient.
Yeah, usually, I mean, we have to be really patient in December to look for the entry.
Yeah.
Any of you checked out WTI oil for the,
what's
for
it
the
at?
last 15, 20 minutes?
Nah, I looked earlier, it was 71. What's it now?
69, it's just fallen off a cliff.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out.
Where's oil?
I did, how's this for a stuff up? I did all my analysis on TradingView for what I thought was WTI, but I did it for Brent.
Oh yeah.
And then I
man,
went
look
over
at that
to-
crumble after the
Yeah.
news.
Yeah. Then I
I
went
mean,
over
we left the liquidity on the downside, so it makes sense to price come back to the taken out liquidity. On hourly, we have a lot of liquidity on the downside.
I hate oil.
It also generated.
It's
Did
too.
you say you hate oil?
Yeah, it's too political.
Yeah, fair enough.
'Cause like
No,
there's-
well, I ended up doing my analysis on one and trading on the other one, and thankfully they move in the same bloody direction.
yeah, they're correlated.
When I realised, it was like, oh, Jesus, thanks.
Hey Russ, did you get the link for the Zoom for tomorrow? That come through alright? Sometimes some people said it doesn't come through. Or it gives you an invitation when you click accept, it seems to disappear or be hard to find. No mic out, it's all good. Yeah, you can type that in. That's good. So I see where it reacted from. If we look over to the left, and yesterday's reaction point where I was looking for those cells up here, where it gave the liquidity. But this is the time I missed the bloody entry on that one. Well, no, I missed it. I took 2 L's leading up to this, and then it happened a little bit too quick, and I missed the sell. But that one that moved 80 pips. But this bit here is now where it's bouncing from. So a little POI. Once we can break into here, I think we can go a lot lower, but then we can do the pullback. And then maybe we can get to back into this like NY 50% low area. So let's hope so. And if it pushes down, if it pushes and pushes and pushes, and we get into like 4 o'clock and we get a liquidity candle from here, that's prime for like a 60-70 pip reversal. Maybe 80 if we're lucky.
Something you'd put a buy limit on and leave it, or need to watch it?
I want to see a candle form.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a curse having to wait for these candles to form, and you can miss the move. Other times you're thankful that they just hold you out. And I think it's good for discipline. I mean, I understand you're in Australia, so if it's that late, you can risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
Just know, like,
trading in the sleep.
Yeah.
Trading when you are sleeping.
Yeah.
The risk reward is good enough that if you get burned a couple times, just keep your risk low. They are usually pretty decent.
Is there any pattern in NYSE session for Nasdaq, like for gold, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. candle move in same direction usually?
Oh, you mean like Not really. Not that I've noticed just yet. Probably is. But I do note at 4 o'clock there's good volume. There's a good little reversal trade most often. So then it's, I guess you can say then the 3:30 and the 4 o'clock candle, often opposite. I think it more depends on where the pre-markets have gone. So like if the pre-markets, in this case we've got pre-markets, which is like this is NAS open, and what happens in the pre-market before they open can often dictate. So this looked like a sweep. Tempted to sell the Asia low if price gets there. Where price is the Asia low? Oh, this is this bit. We are at the Asia low already. Do you mean London low?
Yeah, but you need a confirmation for sell. Right now we are just bullish.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just disappointed that I didn't get a single candle. How would you read these? Would you read any of these as your way of like combining the two?
No, still, yeah, I try to see the combining the two candle, but this candle is not closing here above that candle. I have to say that if that candle could have closed, then next candle I can say simply that after closing above, we form a few candle to push the price to the upside. Maybe maybe on 2 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the 2 minute either.
Still.
It's all the same candle.
Yeah, same candle.
Yeah, that's alright. If this just keeps on pushing, breaking some of this lower highs on the way down, then I'm going to be looking to target this as a buy zone.
Maybe after this session, I will show you something new I'm testing right now.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Secret herbs and spices, eh?
So lead left hand, bias with NAS. That price broke Asia high before reversing to wipe out all the lows. So thinking that peak formation at the top is the high of the day. Yeah, I mean, I got my eye on this candle. This is that. It's on the 5 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. That opened with no wick. So I believe that this is a little bit of inefficiency. So price should be able to make its way up here. We're back at this monthly level though. That's quite interesting. So can we get a little reversal pattern inside of this area? If we do, maybe I might give that a bit of a shot to trade it back down to buy. So maybe look for a sell to buy from around here if I get a liquidity candle in this zone. We've kind of done like, we've almost done a 50% pullback. 50% pullback would just be a little bit higher. If I don't get a candle formation or a candle wick rejection, then obviously there's no sells, but I could tempt it. Let's check all the time frames again.
Is this any kind of session low or anything like that? This one?
No. It's just the closest session low was this one, and then the next one was the 50% of New York, which is down a little bit lower. But this was
the manipulation I'm seeing right now here is like this is attempted FU from the downside. This is attempted FU from upside, and after this price is closing above, if your bias is bullish, obviously, because body is also close, somewhat close here on this low. But once body is closing above, price came back to retest here in this manipulation zone.
Yeah, I guess that's the danger, is if this was the retest or waiting for a retest later on. This here was a high just before, like this was the 4 o'clock high for New York yesterday. I'm looking to see if we get a rejection candle here in this zone.
By the way, congratulations on 1K subscriber. On
Oh,
YouTube.
thanks, man.
When was that happen? I just saw it today.
I think it sent me an email. Tuesday, I think. No, wait, today's Tuesday. Must have been Thursday last week.
Nice.
Little milestone.
That's good. Excuse me.
Hey, how many hours remaining for the 4,000?
Oh, I've got it. I've done about 4,400.
Oh, okay. So now you can monetize this thing.
Yeah, they asked about the ads, so I said, yeah, go for it. So it's generated $1.22 in the last since it happened. All right, 3 minutes just about to close. This is a rejection candle. If it closes like that, I'm gonna have to give it a go. So, yeah, gonna give this one a shot.
Trading it back down, yeah?
Yeah. If we can just wick up a little bit, start pushing down, that'd be nice. It's underneath our monthly level. I took out this high. Keep my risk low on this one because it's not particularly, it's not at a session high or low. The 50% is close. 50% is close, but I think it's worth a shot. Yeah, so it has retraced 50% of New York.
Also, hourly, we kind of creating HCS from upside. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
this one is closing,
The hour just closed, isn't it? What about
so
this
the
guy?
anticipation should be like this hourly should close bearish one, so continue pushing downside.
Mm-hmm.
You may get a prime entry if you able to spot out the entry here, because next hour, if this current hourly able to close bearish one somewhere here, price may not gonna come back for the upside. It may just continue pushing downside then. But the important part is finding that entry. Is
Yeah.
it gonna be here or here?
Yeah. So I've put my stop loss about 25 pips up. So above this look no wick candle. So this could be a risky. This is a fairly risky one. But no risk, no reward. And I'd like to, if it does push down, we start seeing rejections from here or here, then I'll like to see if we can trade it back up again.
So that end candle on the 3 minute, if that closes around there, that is second test of that high, that first wick.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that this has created resistance. These two together.
Yeah.
So I don't particularly want it to push. If it does close, like if it closes strong above here, I've got an option of getting out early for minimize risk. But because I have got this no wick candle right here as well, I don't really want to, like I've already gone low risk, so I don't really want to manage it. But if I do get a bit weirded out by it, then I will. I'll just cut it. That's kind of where I'm targeting.
I don't have the no wick candles on mine.
Oh, you don't have it?
No, they're small wicks on the Pepperstone feed.
Oh, I'm on the Wander feed, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm sure price should not be coming back above this candle high also. Just it can just easier to again push the price to the downside.
Yeah, let's hope so.
What was that, Akshay?
Yeah, I'm saying if you look at in this area, this is attempted FU from or FU candle from upside, attempted FU.
Mm-hmm.
So and price broke the price also broke here, so it came back to retest here.
Okay.
So price should not be closing above this high now. It just continue. It can tease, but ultimately push the price to the downside.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
The problem is we can't even come back to retest this candle also. We just need either manipulation happen here right away, so they don't have any kind of business to come back to retest this area. We should just continue pushing downside from there. And once that hourly closing bearish one, it's gonna be banger entry to the downside.
So I'm hoping for.
5 minute also closed doji one, so took out the high now. So
Yeah.
closing bearish one can give us indication that now they are ready. You can even tighten your stop loss after that 5 minute closing bearish one.
Yeah, if this closes bearish, bring it down a bit. Come on, flip. Ideally would have taken the buys had it got a set up, then I wouldn't even needed to look for these sells. And now I'm hoping it's going to come back down to around this area at least to do like a bit of a retest before it continues up. If it continues up, otherwise hopefully this is going to be the high, and then we can just continue the momentum to the downside. Problem is NAS, we're fighting the higher time frame trend as well, hence I don't want to put a whole lot of risk onto this one.
Yeah.
This 5 minute closing above that little doji though is going to make things a bit hairy. Alright, this is the danger area. I want it to not reject off of this no wick candle, but to close below it. Come on.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that another 3-minute doji close. So did it broke the previous candle high?
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's slightly lower. Yeah,
Yeah.
0.1 lower.
Okay. Anyway, body has to close below that low, so we make continuation downside then.
Yeah. Okay, so
Come on.
come on, just close underneath this little bit of structure.
Okay. It's not looking like it's going to do that on one.
Hey Heath, how are ya? Come on. It's like Naz yesterday and today got a bit of Germanitis. It's just going slow as soon as we're watching it.
Harley Quinn didn't even give you much, Hayden.
Sorry, what was that?
Harley Quinn didn't even give you much.
Yeah. What's the weather like in Leeds? It's been kind of rainy and misty all day. How's the weather your way? Same, yeah. Couldn't even get out for a walk today. Come on, 5 minute. Close under there. Take this doji low.
At least close below that previous candle low, so we get at least some kind of confirmation.
Yeah. 4
Because
seconds.
the previous candle took out the high of the doji candle, so now if you're closing below the previous candle low, probably that's still there. Anyway, still good close. I mean, we still wanna break that doji candle lows to get a better confirmation that now they are ready. Yeah, 50-minute also closed now.
Yeah.
Closed like a doji one.
We're just gone sideways for a while now. Don't like on the 4 minute. Now it's come back, retested the no wick candle, pushing up. 15 minute no wick. Maybe I think that's just a little pause candle.
Still the current 50-minute able to close below the previous 50-minute candle low, then we may continue pushing downside. At 5 minute did not close the way we wanted. 5 minute should have closed strong bearish candle.
Okay, it's now or never. Hey Don, how are you? Trying to see if we can just make a lower high, come back down. I know we've got some structure breaks, so I'm trying to see if this can at least just come back down to what caused here. But it's really fighting. The longer it takes, the more that the algos can take over, and then it's just that grind higher again.
By the way, indices are slowing down now. little bit slow down.
Indices in general.
Yes, in general, yes. Like a German 40, even in Indian markets, indices are slow down right now.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I just continue pushing down upside down.
Yeah. They had the most aggressive sell-off in London I've seen for the last 6 weeks. This moved down, then New York basically corrected the whole thing, then pushed down. Now it's just consolidating. Not surprised that it's kind of doing this. Oh yeah. Okay, if it doesn't reject here, I'm just going to cancel this trade.
Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, Hayden.
See you, Danny. Yeah, looking like it's just going to continue. So this is the last hurrah for this one. Otherwise, I'll mitigate the loss. But if it's not rejecting from here now, yeah, it's going to hit my stop in full.
For the indices, I don't think big player gonna give you easy sell opportunity. They're gonna induce first people to look for sell. They're gonna take out their stop loss, and then actual move gonna happen to the downside.
Yeah. These pricks.
Okay, we took out the previous 15-minute high, so now is the time price should start pushing downside.
I wonder if the DAX has hit the top. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, who knows? It just looks like it's keeps on pushing higher and higher and higher. Kind of got a feeling there's a little bit of well, who knows what the high is in this price discovery. But it's almost becoming untradeable until it does that reversal, doesn't it? Pretty tough to trade. Trying to see like where, because you know, if you're getting like, well, today for example, on German, not that I was trading it, but that aggressive pullback. I think those are the opportunities that you think you can go for a long, and then just see if the higher time frame trend can continue it. But other than that, like it's sort of just drifting sideways. Kind of hard to get into those buys because the pullbacks are getting a bit more aggressive. But then the highs, the bulls just come straight back in with a vengeance. So either way, on German, kind of pulling back on it a little bit. Just wait till it gets a little bit more normalized. Just not used to this kind of price action.
Yeah, price just pushing upside. No pullback, nothing.
It doesn't make sense for me.
And we cannot take any kind of buys also. Like let's say someone is looking for long-term buys. Just in general stock, they wanna put their portfolio. But the problem is we at the all-time high right now. We don't know if someone wanna invest, they should not be investing right now. This is just a really bad area you wanna invest. Price will not just gonna continue pushing upside.
Yeah.
We need that pullback. We already got an idea that now we are bullish, but we need that pullback. Without pullback, it's really hard to take any kind of long-term buys.
Yeah.
And this is where a lot of new traders or new investors, they get stuck here at the top.
Yeah.
They took a buy here at the top and then regretted that market may not come back into this area for the year or 2 years.
Yeah. And they've got to hold.
Sounds like one of my trades.
Well, I'm thinking, do I just let the market have this one?
Seems to be Yeah, just ranging in that.
Well, it's just grinding. It's just grinding higher.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see this react. Wanted to give it a little bit of room just in case it does like a spike.
Mm.
But either way, I wanted to see like something quick. I don't want to see this grind.
Yeah.
So now we already retested to this area here. Now I should just get a reaction from that area and close bearish one.
Yeah. So I see this as structure as well. And that's what I didn't really want to see, a closure inside of there. Happy for it to take liquidity from it, but closing inside usually means it can push to the top. Oh, hang on, come on.
I know we don't look at the 1 minute a lot, but have a look at the pattern that's formed.
On the ones. See, on the 5 minute though, we didn't close inside. So I'm still
No.
hopeful on the ones.
Yeah, the ones sort of definitely got that top, the test, and then 2 bearish candles.
Hmm.
Whether it's enough or just a little pullback to keep going higher.
Either way, when you enter, you've got to enter with conviction. You've got to think that this. You've got to understand like risk management as well. That if it's not looking good, know when to just get out and sort of minimize your risk. But I don't want to go in thinking like that this trade's not going to work. That's why I want to be pretty resilient with it. Definitely not going to change and flip my bias. Find if this comes up now, starts breaking this high, then that trade is kaput. Oh, okay, actually, see you, pal.
Yeah, mate.
Come on. Really want to just not see it be breaking much past that. Just create that little wick. Keep on pushing down. Otherwise, this is just a slow death.
Excuse me.
Perhaps they can see a lot of shorts, try and take as many as they can before dropping it. Kind of does that. If I had to guess with German 40, it kind of does look like a short squeeze. It's just not. It's just unrelentless. Yeah, forget this trade. Coming back like that, I'm not even going to let it hit my stop loss. So mitigate that one a bit. Now, can I give it a second chance? It's kind of in no man's land here, so gonna have to wait it out a little bit. Our best opportunity was trying to get those buys. That would have been the best one. Just sucks that it didn't give a rejection candle. This one here is a little bit too early. Really wanted to see this one tapped, but wanted to see a rejection. Now I think if we're going to close down, if I finally do get a closure under here, then I don't really want to go for those sells again, but I would look for a buy from this area. So that's what I'm hoping for now. Not hoping, just waiting for if it gives that. What level are you looking for 4 p.m.? Depends where we get to. So the problem is that this is the high, this is the low, and we've moved back into the center. So it's now becoming a 50-50. This to me just looks like this is the price action that would typically set up when you know you've got big news coming up. And I know the FOMC is tomorrow, but this would be something that's quite typical of like a NFP or CPI or something big on like a lower, like this could be literally a 30-minute time frame where price has made a high of the day, a low, and then price is finding its way ranging in the middle and then closes as a doji. And then the news comes. And the news, what it gives is the option for the news to do a liquidity grab into demand, or a spike up into supply. Like say the news is good for NAS, it spike down, grab that liquidity, and then use that to launch. Or if news comes out bad, it can spike up initially because a whole bunch of people, as soon as they see bad news for NAS or whatever asset, they'll jump into shorts. Price can jump up, liquidate them all, grab the supply that's up here, and then drop. Yeah, so it's quite typical. Like when there is news, and we do have a big news week.
There's a bit happening, isn't there?
Yeah, so we got interest rates, US interest rates tomorrow. We've got PPI tomorrow. Or was that Thursday? PPI Thursday now?
Or what when?
But we've got UK interest rates. So PPI is normally the day after CPI. Yeah. So tomorrow PPI, and then we've got FOMC. And then the Thursday, we've got Swiss, UK, and Euro interest rates. And then Friday, we've got PMI scattered all through the London Open. And then we've got US PMI. Yeah, look at this. It's just not really going anywhere. It's just going sideways. It's a real shame.
It came down to a break even, so.
Oh, that's good. Good. That's good. Yeah, just nothing happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, that you're right though. That buy down the bottom there would have been bloody ideal.
Yeah, that's the one I really wanted as well.
Yep.
Anyway, we just need one of these to hit, and when they hit good.
Yeah. With the zone that you've got, my page is gone.
Which one?
Right down the bottom there at 16,180 on your 3-minute one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that. When you go to the left, what are you actually marking up? Is that on the 3?
No, it was more on the 1, but it lined up with the same level. That this was the high of before this one at 4 o'clock yesterday.
Yep.
If you look at on the 1 minutes, and we go over to the left, it was where there was a rejection. This bit here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was where we were looking for those sells.
Okay. I thought it might have been this wick on this other bunch onto the right. Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at it going, I see the wick, but why?
No,
why?
that validates it. So
Yeah.
you've got the high, then you've got something
yeah.
close above, and then retest, and then keep on going bullish. So that validates this level as a reaction area. So that's what I prefer that. I like it when these line up with session high lows 50%. In this case it didn't, but it was an area that I was keeping my eye on. So anywhere under the Asian low here, anywhere underneath this structure, so under the Asian low, anywhere underneath this structure, don't really have a whole lot here until we get to this resistance into support. So anywhere underneath this area, I'm looking to see, because price came down fairly cleanly with that volume from NYSE open in the first like 15 minutes. Underneath here, this is where I'm looking to see if we can get like a little bit of a reversal candle, because often NYSE, it will do a sweep, it'll grab. So this is what I'm hoping, like it'll look like a downtrend because it's pushing down to that area. It can be scary to buy when price is pushing down so aggressively, but this is a buy zone. So you've got more room for upside than there is for continuing downside if you're trying to sell like underneath here. So it's just a shame it didn't set up right, but that's what happens. Because the reaction from this level, that's 90 pips. We really only want half of that.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if we can continue breaking, then coming up and retesting this bad boy, and then rejecting again, I really think then there's going to be some heavy sells on offer. I cut my trade too early when it was pushing up.
Yeah, I was tempted to do exactly the same, but I thought,
I would have had a chance to break even here. Anyway.
Yeah.
So to give like reference, like that was a 0.2% loss.
Yeah.
So like my risk is pretty small because I know we can hit like a 5-to-1 pretty comfortably. So that's like it would have been a 1% gain for 0.2% loss, but the amount I risked is not going to like cloud my judgment or get me concerned.
Yep.
But if I can mitigate the loss still further, if I see price action that I should pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of annoying that it literally took the high and then came down.
What I tend to keep doing is you see it on one time frame and then you try and justify keeping the trade open, which tends to bite me on the ass.
Yeah, sure.
You just keep looking for stuff to go, I'll hold it a bit longer, and it's like, gotta stop doing it.
Yeah, the problem is this monthly level now, because
it seems to be
entered just about there on this candle.
Okay.
And then I was hoping that this was above the monthly level, then closed below, that it would hold. And now, because we're above it, we're kind of establishing ourselves above it. Been here for 35 minutes with it above it, mostly. Now it just did that little reaction. So if we can close underneath here, then maybe we're looking good for that downside.
Hmm. The TradingView app on the phone is awesome.
Yeah, I thought you would have downloaded that.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was on there. That would have just being able to see the session times on the mobile is awesome.
Yeah, and your alerts now, you get it.
Yeah. So no, thanks for that. I've been sitting in front of the computer and playing with it. I love the way that you can adjust it in one and it automatically appears on the other like a typical cloud-based program.
Yeah, that's good.
Have you traded from TradingView?
I tried a while ago. I was a little bit like it's a little bit slower than MetaTrader. But it's come a long way, I think. Even when I was trading on there, was a few years ago now. No, I'm not. Hello, teacher. I closed out of those shorts. Wasn't going anywhere. But what I like about now, what you can do is maybe you could have done it before, but I didn't realize. But now you can set it like, say I wanted to go short here.
Mm-hmm.
I could actually right click and then go create limit order, and it's set with here with the risks that I want to risk. Say I want to risk 1%.
Yep.
Then you can set and it's all done. So that's what I really like. It's really, see how quick it is.
Yeah, I do like that.
So I'm not sure if this was. I don't think that was possible before.
Yeah. Right. And what does it mean by paper trade? Is that just a demo scenario?
Yeah, it's just demo.
So if I hook my Pepperstone account up to the TradingView account, can I still use the Meta5 one, or does it
different
one
accounts?
or the other?
Different accounts.
Yeah.
So when you go into Pepperstone, into the client terminal, and you go create account, and it has that pop-up window, and it says it'll ask. A lot of people miss it, but what is default is web trader.
Yeah.
And then it says, like, down here is leverage, nickname you want to call the account, and password if you want to change the password. And then from this little bit up here, this is where you can select the drop down, and it's asking you like which server do you want this account to be with. So on WebTrader, you've got options of MetaTrader 4 or MT5. Each one of these are different servers. Then you've got Seed Trader.
Yes.
Then you've got TV. So if you got to select the TV account, and then it will go through their API, and it will connect your account to TradingView. But then you have your MetaTrader 5 account, you have your TradingView account, and you have to deposit funds into each one. You can't just have one controlled across all of them.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the issue that I had with this, once you've got an account, it's literally, you can just transfer funds between the two instantaneously. You can just say, like, I wanted to transfer, a few $1,000s from one account to the next. Thing I didn't like about this, was, now I think I figured it out, because I was trying to close some of my position. And if I close, here we go. So I had it on one-click trading.
So you didn't get the option for partial.
Yeah, so it kept on closing it full. So that's why I was getting annoyed with my trades. I was taking some partials, and it was just closing the whole thing. And then, so if I go partial, I can choose how many units. The units is a bit different to lot size as well, which makes things a little bit. So like, I think units. So say I want to close 10,000 units here, partially close. And now it's working is because I went into my settings under trading, and before I had this one. I had this one on, so I untick that, and now I can opt to do partial close, because the one thing when I was trading on here, I was like, oh, okay, well, if I can't close this, what I then did was I saw this button reverse position, and I thought, okay, well, maybe that's it, and I was in a good trade, and I reversed it, and what it did is I closed my sell. But now I'm buying. And I was like, oh no, I didn't want to do that at all.
No. Okay.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Hence, I got a little frustrated with it. And then when I go into trading, so you saw that, that was a sell. And then I reversed the position to a buy. And then when you look into your history, the first trade was a sell. Here we go. So the first one, if I go account history. How do I get 2020? was really confusing, I thought. Yeah, I found this really confusing to read because it did because I was trying to journal and review my day. So you can see like the way it's sort of counting up. So the actions that are the closing time. So this is today. This is today.
Yeah.
Just then what I was doing. But the ones that like these are the earlier ones. So it kind of like goes up and then it's like an older. So a couple of years ago.
2 years ago.
But like the new like it's anyway. So
can you click on the heading at the top to give it
placing
to
time?
like sing time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that change it?
But there's the other thing I was finding that was confusing.
Yeah.
The other thing I found that was confusing with this was when I sold. What it does is often like when you close, it'll so like you put a trade on, and you'll say, let's say I put a trade on and I sell. It will just say a market execution for a sell for NAS. And then it would, if I closed that trade for profit, for me to close the sell, I'm actually doing a market execution for a buy position to close that sell.
Oh no.
Does that make sense? So like zero.
Yeah.
So say I go for like one standard lot for a sell.
Yeah.
Okay. If I sell for one lot and it's in profit, for me to close the sell, I need to buy one lot. And that what that would do is that's the market execute. That would be a market execution for a buy, and that would close this sell. So then what it will do is it will have like a green number next to my trade that I took a winning buy. That's the way I read it. I'd take a winning buy. I was like, I didn't take a buy, I took a sell. So I found it really confusing.
Yeah, okay. Granted.
For as good as they are for analysis, when I was trading, I found it needed a bit of work for the execution side, and maybe they improved it. But that was a while ago.
How are you doing a partial on MT5?
Oh, just same. You go to I use magic keys, so
Okay.
I'm just hitting a button, which is close half, or you can download a from the MQL5 store. You can download a trade advisor, and you can there's one there called PZ TradePad, which is free. PZ TradePad.
Someone stole my pen. Sorry, what is it? PZ?
PZ. P for Peter, Z for zebra. TradePad. That one's free. Well, they've got a free one. So and then because I think Magic Key's a subscription now. Yeah. And that one it'll just sit on your screen on MetaTrader on the computer, not the phone. And you can then just close half at any time. It's just a button you push. Or you open up the trade under your terminal. Open your terminal, have all your details. You double click on it.
Yeah, on the cross button to close it, and then you can go into position.
Yeah, not on the if you've got one click trading on, if you click the cross, it'll just close it. But you can right click on your trade and then go modify, and it'll bring up that pop up, and you can you change that to market execution but lower the lot size. That's how you change. Once you do it, it sounds more complicated than it is.
No, now that you say that, I have seen it. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, so as long as your market execution is less than your open trade, then that's technically partial close.
No, I'll play with that on the next trade.
Practice it on a demo account.
Yeah. Yes.
Man, this is not going anywhere. So
it's caught the German 40 disease, this one.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere.
How many pips is that range? is it 15 at least?
25, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, the market's a little bit, sick with all this news. I guess it's the volatility is just not there.
They're just holding back, or too many Christmas parties?
Well, it makes sense. Like if they're going to put on a sizable position, it's probably better to wait for more information of where they're going to go. But I think they're just waiting to. I think the danger is the longer we get, London close is 12 minutes away. And what we've been seeing after London close is algos just kicking in.
Yeah.
Like this kind of really yuck price action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see this here.
Yeah. So that's algo trading, is it? It's just placing various at the different points.
Yeah, I think it's algos.
Yeah,
It's just grinding higher. There's no one really trading like when it's just getting really small and compressed. It's usually just like algos.
Nice.
So that's what I don't want to get caught into that. So I want one last burst of volatility. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna just call it. But the way this is ranging, it's just annoying to watch. C-Trade is a good one as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's another one that's on the Pepperstone options.
Yep. They used to, definitely used to be.
Yeah, it's still there.
It is on Pepperstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, C trader is a bit advanced. It's I am comfortable with the C trader.
Mm-hmm.
Trade management is very good.
Yeah, you can set partial take profits and things. So
And you don't need extra anything. You can put chart as well, that session chart on the chart. So it's more align with the trading view. It's not trading, trading view. One thing is good with the Pepperstone. Very good thing I found with the C trader. Generally we watch and plan on the trading view and take trade on the C trader, so that price is showing straight away on the both.
Oh yeah.
That is very
So they
good.
link. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it links automatic, but it is only on the Pepperstone.
Yeah, accurate.
And Robert is, I think, he is on the Pepperstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, try that one, and it is free.
Okay. I'll have a look.
And
Thank you.
apps, phone apps also very good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's dangerous having it on the phone, and
Yeah.
just tempting to play with it all day long. It's bad.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always tempted to remove it, but then if I'm out for the day and I get an alert, I know my levels, so I'm going to enter. As long as I just don't trade because I'm bored.
No, that's
Yes.
definitely.
It is just for manage trade.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to go.
I'm gonna be right back. Gotta make a pit stop.
Mm-hmm. What a crappy session. What's annoying is we're getting on the 5 minute, we've got like these little rejection wicks from above. We've got little rejection wicks from below. So we really are stuck in just a holding pattern. Looks like this one's going to come to a close. Maybe it's going to now maybe it's going to start taking this resistance. So the resistance that held for a while, this resistance, but just not enough to push price down any meaningful direction.
Hayden, can you have a look once, not now, whenever you possible, IC market spreads?
Yeah.
They give a raw spread. And what is your thought on the compared to Paperstone?
Yeah, I'll load it up. I've got IC markets this year, but I haven't had any money in that account for a while, so I think my account may have been closed. See if I can log in. Nah,
Just compare with the Paperstone.
they're better.
With this with the spread.
Yeah, the spreads are better. But they do have some latency issues, IC markets.
Okay.
I'll have to validate this account again. But generally, like I've got a few friends that on IC markets, and their spreads comparing are a bit better. But you also pay commission for. Last time I checked, you still pay commission, which takes it down a little bit. So, but I think even with that, they tended to be a bit better. Yeah, it looks like it's go time now. So if we're breaking above here, what I'll look for is if we can do a quick pop and it pops up into this area for 4 o'clock volume, I'll short it. I'll short it, anticipating that we might just get something to spike up, and hopefully it's just a quick reaction, and I'll just close that one pretty quick smart, because the next candle could just do a wick fill and keep on going. But I'm not certain if we're going to. I'm still not certain with this range where we're going to end up. But I do know a fast move of 40 pips in the first minute is good for a reaction.
Yeah, right.
Good for a reaction that you can get keep 20 pip stop loss, go for a 2-to-1. If it doesn't react, because it looks like there's so little volume here. If that doesn't happen in the first couple of minutes, then I'll just say the market can have it today, and they've only got the one trade, which mitigated loss. But yeah, rough session, unfortunately. So it'll be something like this. If it just pops straight up.
Certainly looks like it's going on it.
Yeah, like halfway of this 5-minute liquidity candle.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll either be, we'll be ending this stream at 4:05, I reckon.
Well, here comes its initial pre-close.
And this is only a reaction. I'm only looking for, I'm not looking for any like trend or anything to start. It's just simply a reaction.
It's like news candle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the top only and close it quick.
Yeah. If it pushes down and then it's breaking the high, you could take it, but I just don't want to be here for that long.
Yesterday did same thing.
Been slow.
No, the price accumulated a long time and gone up.
Yeah. This is what we sat through yesterday. All of this.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it moved up, and I missed the sell.
Yeah. Right.
And we just done the same thing again. Just so this bit was yesterday. This bit's
Yep.
today.
Yeah, righto.
But I wanted to see it push, and then drop.
Was that just a lack of momentum? Sorry, that lack of volume.
Yeah, I think so. I think with all this news, it's just not like last week. Last week was we had some earnings still being released last week, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do me. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave an alert there. I'm not going to set a pen in order, but I'm going to have an alert for 16.317, so around the 50%. of this wick. If I get a rejection candle in the next, like, I don't know, in the next, next 30 minutes, and it gives me a rejection candle there, what I'll do is I'll take a sell. I'll look to sell at least down to here. Again, that'll be about a 50 pip move. If it moves more than 20 pips, I'll move stops to break even. I won't leave much open risk on that. And hopefully then, hopefully it can keep on going, but I'm only looking to trade from A to B.
Yep.
That rejection candle, I want it on the 3 minute or above. So 3, 4, 5 minute time frame.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens after 4:30, it's just, I think we just give up on it. Tomorrow's another day. All right, so that's the plan. Alert there. I'm not going to have time to wait for it to get up there.
No.
But that's the plan. All right, we'll see if that works out. If it doesn't work out, we'll see you guys for London Open tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Hayden.
All right, guys. Trade safe. Keep risk low. See you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.